Guys, we actually just had one of the funnest episodes we've ever had. You are going to enjoy it with two movie guys.
Yeah.
Matthew Modine and D.B. Sweeney. You're going to love it.
They're like the odd couple.
Yeah, it was really turned out to be one of the funnest ones we've ever done. Catch me in Boston, April 17th and 18th. West Nyack, New York, Levity Live, April 24th and 26th. And then catch me at Emmaus, Pennsylvania, May 2nd.
I got nothing.
Patreon.com/History Hyenas.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of History Hyenas. I'm Chrissy D. This is Yanni P. Today, we got two cuties in the studio with us. Matthew Modine, D.B. Sweeney. They got a new movie out right now called The Protector. And let me tell you something right now. I feel like I feel like, you know, like when Bill and Ted, you ever see that movie Bill and Ted, Excellent Adventure? Yeah. When they see the alternate versions of themselves? Yeah. That's this.
This is us.
This is us.
Yeah, this is
if
us.
we were actors, this is who we'd be.
If we had any serious talent.
Yeah, if we had any serious talent, but instead we're just idiots on pods.
Yeah. Welcome, guys. We heard the movie came out this week. It came out this week. And first off, we really are interested in talking about the movie business because you came in and you told me the numbers or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's like we said, it's a win to get in movie theaters.
Right.
Now, right?
It is a win to get inside the movie theater.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they got to rethink the whole model. I mean, you can't, like, our movie's okay, right? It's not Citizen Kane, but you're asking people, $16 a ticket, $15 for popcorn. The outrage of all outrages is $6 for Milk Duds. I mean,
sure.
Throw me a bone.
Yeah.
If I buy the popcorn for $12, combo me a little bit. They don't do that. So by the time you get out of there, you went to see Protector with DB Idiot and Mila Hadi Once Upon a Time.
Sure.
And all of a sudden, you're in it for like $70.
I like it.
You're in it for $70.
Yeah. And it's the guy from Stranger Things is in it.
Yeah. That's the only reason to go.
Yeah.
That's the way you promote it.
That's the way you promote it. And you know what's great is we were planning to do 20 minutes with you guys, but I don't think we need it because we got the clip. So thanks, guys. That's what this is about. This is the internet now. D.B. Sweeney, remember the name.
We brought you in for a clip. It's no Citizen Kane. She used to be hot. What do you want me to do?
You do. And it's right. No, it's just, listen, here's the thing. I think that we're living in a time right now where it's just the internet. I mean, we all know, they've just taken over. And it's like art is still art. I love the movies. I love TV shows. I appreciate it. But I look at my kids and I'm like, they just don't care like we care. They just don't. They care about Mr. Beast and the shit. Everybody's now a freaking movie director because they have phones. I mean, the cameras inside our phones are better than the cameras Stanley Kubrick had when you did Full Metal Jacket. And it sucks, but it's just the world. So I think though, I think your idea of having somebody making the theater an experience where it's like the actual actors are there, you get a meet and greet with them, all that stuff. I think that's the way it will go, and I think that's where it should go. Or just put every movie you do, just also do it on OnlyFans, where you see the movie, and then you can also have an AI version of you guys just fucking eating ass on OnlyFans for $5 a month. I'd like to see that, Mr. Modine.
Oh my God.
Not the real you, just the AI you, I'm saying.
What room have I walked into?
You walked into safe space.
You've walked into the internet. Welcome to the internet.
This is stream. This is not on a big screen. It's on a small screen.
Yeah.
And like we were saying, it's almost like screens have become what seeing someone live used to be. It's so common now. That almost the live experience seems like it's going to become the rare experience. But movies, I also think maybe that it's going through a transition. We may be just going through a transition.
So is Nick.
Right.
Yeah.
Where it's like this is happening, but then I think movies will get popular. I think it's just I think it's just people will want to go back to the theater.
I think got to take the phones. I think I don't know whose idea it was, but when you go to a comedy show, they take your phone, they stick it in the yonder bag.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think everybody secretly
Dave Chappelle started that. So he didn't want anyone to film him saying tranny. Yeah.
So smart.
It's so very smart.
Well, I thought
Allah gave him the idea.
Their act, developing their act so they can have a special before everybody knows their joke.
Sure.
Yeah.
But I think people are relieved. It's like, I'm forced, but I'm allowed to put the phone down for 2 hours. Maybe that's the answer for movie theaters too. Is you gotta, if you put your phone in a yonder bag, you get a $3 discount on the Milk Duds.
Yeah. Yes, seriously.
I mean,
something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, and it's also. It's nostalgia. Like I loved the figure skating movie Cutting Edge that you guys did. That's why I'm wearing this jacket. That's why I put on the women's U.S. figure skating jacket.
I thought that was for Jack Hughes.
No, dude, this is the official female figure skating jacket of the Milan Olympics, and I wore it for you, Mr. Sweeney.
That is so strong. Thank you.
That's what it is.
Were you guys
and Matthew? I have a butt plug for you.
I was thinking maybe you had a singlet on.
So the bustier is for both of us.
Butt plug.
Were you guys friends before? Like, have you known each other for a long time?
Yeah, we met on Memphis Belle, 1989. Right?
What's Memphis Belle? Is it a porn?
That's it's World War II B-17 movie.
I'm in.
Yeah,
if it's World War II, I'm in.
It's a true story, based on a true story about
guys in leather jackets and boots.
Oh, really? I like it, dude. I'm definitely in. Nick, can somebody get Nick a wet wipe?
This was the first B-17 that achieved 25 missions, and at that time it was guys were getting shot out of the air by 11 missions. So
B-17's a plane.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about
plane.
peptides.
Yeah.
But he's talking about peptides now.
So these guys, we were part of the crew, the first crew they're flying their last mission. If they can survive, they get to go home.
Yeah.
25th.
And 25th mission. So Matthew was the captain, I was a navigator, and we go over to England, and it's a really cool movie because it's just before CGI happened. So we had 6 real B-17 bombers, 12 fighter planes.
Who is it? Is it
camera planes?
Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson? No, it's not. It's Tom Donnie.
So, but it's a fun movie because we're really in these planes, and it's cool. And but Sean Austin's in it, and Eric Stoltz and Harry Connick and
a lot of cute guys.
Yeah,
that's what I'm into. Yeah, that's what I'm into, dude.
Eric Stoltz.
Billy Zane.
Billy Zane. Oh, with hair, or did he have the shaved head?
No, he had a
wig.
He had a wig on.
Yeah.
Does he not have hair?
No, he's bald.
Oh, but I thought he shaved it. He has got a hair loss disease.
No, he doesn't have a hair loss.
It's not a disease. It's
just got.
He shaves his head.
Yeah,
yeah,
but it's not a disease.
So does Pitbull, the rapper. I mean, but you don't want to go around.
I don't know if he had alopecia. No. Jesus Christ, DB, look what you used to look like.
Wow, how about that? Huh?
Holy shit! Matthew Modine, look at Matthew Modine, look like a lesbian. Is that Katie Lang?
No, you're two cute kids still.
No, you are. No, these two. Here's I look at these two guys and I say these are the type of guys my mom wants to have sex with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm big fan. I was big fans of both you guys.
I still am
big
big
fans of the
fans
movies.
Of both you guys.
Big fans of the acting. Big fans.
I saw you sitting outside having breakfast at Friend of the Farmer, but I didn't come up and say hello. I let you enjoy your meal.
But you know what's wild?
You should have said hi.
No, because I was so caught up in the weather that I would have come over and I would have sat down with you and said, hi, my name's Chris. We'll be doing the podcast later on. And if you said, hi, my name's Matthew, I would have went in for a kiss on the lips. So I said, you know what? Let me just stay back. This way we got DB in between us because I know with a guy like DB, he's from Long Island. He doesn't play that gay shit. So that's what I know about DB. So I just figured I'm in a safe space with DB.
Yeah, because DB came in, he was like, can I speak in here? And then he just dropped it. And I said, you're in a safe space. You can say a word like that.
DB, and I like DB.
He's from Long Island.
But I said it in a French context. I meant late. I meant late.
You meant late. Yeah. No, you didn't mean like literal.
Yeah.
Now, Matty Mo, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Okay, you've been in some big, dude, come on, Full Metal Jacket, Stranger Things, some of the biggest blockbusters ever. Where do you see the business going, and how do you feel about things? Because now we're in this movie, The Protector, which is a fantastic movie, but it's an independent film, isn't it? Or is it not independent?
You forgot about The Dark Knight, too.
Oh, and he's in The Dark Knight. Yeah.
Dark Knight.
Because those movies are just happening less and less now. So, like, what do you think? How do you feel?
Oppenheimer made $1 billion.
Oppenheimer! Oh, that's what I'm saying. Look how many blockbusters you're in.
Dark Knight also A billion.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. But they're happening like less and less. I mean, they're still happening, but there used to be so many of these movies, but now there's only like one a year, so you can't get in every single one of them
because The Rock's in them all.
The Rock's in them all.
Yeah.
Did anybody really imagine that Oppenheimer would make $1 billion?
I mean, dude,
well, they did a
Barbenheimer.
The way they,
Barbie and Oppenheimer.
The way they market it, like if you're stupid, you go to this one.
Smart.
Yeah.
If you went to college, you go to that one.
Yeah.
And you got to be able to see. You got to see both to be able to talk about it.
Yeah.
Really smart.
Yeah,
Very
you
smart.
got to eat your meat and potatoes before you get your cake.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. It was sort of like.
I mean, I don't have a crystal ball to be able to tell you what the future is going to look like. It looks pretty grim right now with all the wars going on. People, but perhaps the secret sauce, the secret of the success of Stranger Things is what DB was alluding to before. It's a time before computers and cell phones and video games. People were playing Dungeons and Dragons. You know, if you wanted to see your friend, you had to get on a bicycle and ride and go see them.
Yeah.
So that this kind of low-tech analog world that we're missing right now, I think maybe the world slides back into a more reasonable place where there's people talking to one another.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, that's what I try every time I'm watching Stranger Things, because my 10-year-old and 15-year-old love Stranger Things watching. You know, it came out in even that last episode came out in the theaters. It was such a big event in my family. And I always tell them similarly, I'm like, this was the time when like mommy and daddy grew up in this time where like all we did was talk to each other, ride bikes, and we didn't have any major real fears. The only fear we had was like, you know, is who's getting AIDS. AIDS was the big thing. Everybody got AIDS. And that was like, you know, I tell her like that was like our Demogorgon.
I don't think anyone on Long Island got AIDS.
No, right. Yeah,
you know, pretty much you Brooklyn guys.
Yeah, we all got. Well, he came close.
Well, I came close, but the funny thing was, like we all thought we were going to get AIDS. It was like the media made it.
Sure.
And then you went to your doctor because you thought you had AIDS all the time.
Yeah.
And then your doctor told you the politically incorrect truth.
Right.
Yeah. Well, the thing is,
was like,
Fauci, you having sex with men.
Like,
Fauci was behind that one too.
Yeah, Fauci. Yes.
It was like, you shoot needles into your penis hole. You're fine.
You're fine.
Yeah, fine. Don't worry about it.
Why didn't JFK get it then?
Right, exactly.
It was before AIDS.
Heroin in his testicles.
Yeah. He was.
I never saw it.
Senior or junior?
No,
the original.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
Are you talking about
Robert F.
Junior?
Kennedy Jr. was
shooting it into his penis hole?
Heroin into his testicles.
Was he?
Like on a bed.
Well, RFK Jr.
Google it just so did RFK Jr.
Well, look,
that's
a
weekend right there.
Kennedy boys.
They did. I mean,
they are wild boys.
His voice, you know, I know he says he has a neurological condition, but I know just from, you know, you get that from eating ass. He was eating ass at a level that I think we haven't seen in a way.
Yeah.
And then your voice is going to wind up like that. So actually, that is what stopped me from eating as much ass as I've been eating.
If your uncle and your father were assassinated, when you got up to publicly speak, that little bit of tension,
a little
in your
short,
voice, you might be a little bit nervous.
What's this red thing on my forehead?
Scared.
Yeah.
That's a good point. You get a little nervous.
It says there's no credible evidence that RFK injected drugs into his penis, but he looks like the guy that would. And I, you know, he had fun.
He did
snort.
I think they got it wrong. It's not penis. It was testicles.
Testicles.
Yeah.
It's crazy though. People attacking this guy, like he's saying, like let's have less vaccines and let's eat better food, and it's like he's Hitler,
right?
You know, it's like, I mean, he really.
You guys must have some interesting political conversations.
But let me just tell you something right now. This is what I actually love about this, and this is what I hope the kids at home are watching. They are opposite sides of the spectrum politically. You could tell by their faces. You could just. You can tell that they don't agree on one thing politically at all. But here they are, getting along, friends, promoting the movie, and you can tell there's a genuine love. I mean, and it's just, that is the world, that's life. It's like you got to
agree that way. Okay to disagree.
They're great people.
I admire this guy. He's a great actor.
Yes.
Great actor. You're a great actor.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You have commonalities. Like, so what? If you're on different sides of the spectrum, it's okay.
The bigger challenge for us is that I eat meat and he doesn't eat meat. So when we try to pick a restaurant, he's got to have veto power. Yeah. But again, you can get past everything.
You get past everything, dude.
There's always something you can eat.
Yeah. Always something
salad.
you can eat.
Yeah. There's always a salad.
There's always a salad. Yeah, so I like that, right?
Are you vegetarian for moral reasons, health reasons?
No, I grew up in the 60s. Everybody, when it was difficult to be vegetarian. Yeah. And then my wife, in trying to find things that were making her ill. She didn't know what it was. So she started eliminating things in her diet. And once she eliminated animal products from her diet, her health increased dramatically. And so, as the wife goes, so does the household.
Yeah.
Smart.
And so the house became vegan.
Yeah.
Healthy, dude. I mean, your cholesterol must be unbelievable. What are the numbers? Tell us the numbers.
Yeah.
I don't have a doctor.
Really?
No.
Interesting.
You're like Jesse doesn't go to the doctor.
Yeah, they give you bad news.
That's
right?
what sick people are.
That's what DB wants to inject you with methylene blue.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's what DB wants.
Just do it outside the elevator.
Yeah. DB wants RFK to take a look at you.
DB looks like he was partying last night.
Yeah. DB definitely eats meat. DB does not watch just what he eats. I'll tell you that.
You know what?
DB might go
moving.
first.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
He had a good time.
DB's a fun, both fun guys in different ways.
In different ways, yeah. With DB, you could, you want to do a bump of coke, you go to DB's house.
Yeah.
If you want to get a nice quinoa salad with beans that supplement your protein, you go over to Modine's house.
Yeah. It's what it is.
You have a nice matcha tea, organic, infused. Yeah. It's a different time. It's a good time both ways.
And it's just beautiful come together. You know what I mean? It's a nice come together moment. It's kind of like different. I like that there's this is the older generation where you just hang out. And you find a commonality between each other. And
my dad was a Republican. My mom was a Democrat. Back in the day,
divorced.
They got divorced, but they got divorced for different reasons. My mom had fumes.
Right.
But
So your mom had fumes?
Yeah, we'll get into it on the Patreon.
My dad was a Korean War vet. Sometimes he would say some inappropriate things.
His dad was a Korean War vet, and he did, he denies it, but we are pretty confident that he did have sex with a Korean prostitute.
No, he definitely did.
Yeah,
he definitely
and his mom found out, and what can you do? You're trying to survive, honey.
He definitely did, and he announced it to a waiter once in his later years.
Yeah.
You get older, you become a little bit more unbridled.
Bring me some more kimchi and I bang the prostitute.
That's what it is.
Well,
yes.
I was with my brother, who's a very proper. He actually is, a very liberal guy. My brother.
He's a homosexual.
Older. So we were sitting having.
Not because he's liberal.
No,
just because he had sex with men.
Yeah.
No, it's a true story.
It's a true story. No, he's
a proper term, homosexual.
But he is liberal too. Right. He's both.
Right. He is liberal, but being liberal doesn't make you homosexual.
He's a double stuffed Oreo. Yeah.
Right.
He's
exactly.
both liberal and homosexual.
He's a $3 bill, but not because of his politics. Because he likes. You know what I mean? He has sex with men in the butt.
Yeah, that's what he does.
And we respect that and we love that. And we also love liberals, and we're not saying liberals are gay. DB might have said that, but we didn't say that.
I just want to draw a hard line between Long Island and Queens and Brooklyn.
Right.
That's all it is.
Hard barrier.
Yeah.
So me and my brother were sitting there with my father. He must have been, in his 80s at the time. And as the waitress came over, he just said, "Korean whores got tight pussies." Out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. He must have just been back there.
Yeah. It happens.
And that's just what he said. Just what he did.
Now, Matt,
that'll change the evening.
Yeah. It was my brother was mortified. I was cracking up, and we chose different career paths.
Yes,
You're trying to transition, get out.
Well, I'm trying to.
Of Korea.
Well, I was gonna. No, I could talk about Korea all day, but I know we only have a few more minutes. I want to talk about the Knicks. You and I, big time New York Knicks fans. You said, "Where do I know you from?" Obviously, Yannis made the joke, Grinder. We thought about it. That's not it, but it was. It's the Knicks games.
We got spanked last night.
We did get spanked. We did
yesterday, not last night. It was,
yesterday at the Lakers. But I do feel. Don't you feel that even though we're having a little bit of bumps in the road now, DB, calm down. No bumps. No bumps on the table. I think that this more than any other year in recent memory, we have a real chance to win the NBA championship. What do you think? What do you say?
I mean. I don't. It's like holding your breath.
Yes.
I might feel like I'm going to pass out. That I'm so excited that they could, reach the definitely East Coast Finals,
Eastern Conference Finals for sure.
You saw Jalen came back from Boston. He's back.
Yeah. Jason Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
And he looked good.
He did look
healthy.
Really good. But my feeling is beat them last year with him at full strength, so why couldn't you do it this year? And people talk about the Spurs, and Knicks beat them by 30. So, I personally think if we just got to get hot I'm saying I'm not on the team.
Yeah. It's okay that we're slumping right now.
Yes, I think
this is the time to slump.
I think it's good. If you're going to slump, you do it now, and then you get a nice little surge.
Yeah.
And
Brunson's been playing terribly.
He's been playing terribly, but let him get it out now.
Yeah, let him get it out.
I really think this is a time. New York sports. Yeah. I'm a big St. John's basketball
the
fan.
dominant tenant in MSG is the Rangers.
Yes,
they're going to go 17-1 now since they kept Trocheck.
Yeah,
they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to win the cup. So,
do you think that?
Oh,
dude,
man,
crazy.
17-1.
The Islanders, all New York sports teams playing good.
Buffalo,
right? Besides the Brooklyn Nets, but they're not a real team. Can we just be honest, Matt? Now you've told us you're a New Yorker.
No,
DB was New Yorker. You've been here straight.
They're still the New Jersey Nets.
Here's the truth about here's the truth about the Brooklyn Nets, and let's just back me up on this, okay? The Brooklyn Nets. If you're a fan, if you're an adult of the Brooklyn Nets, if you're an adult fan of the Brooklyn Nets, either you don't know sports, you're on the spectrum, or you're a Hasidic Jew. Yeah. It's one of those three things.
And the stadium sucks.
And
it's a terrible
Barclays Center sucks. It's like if you're a little kid, if you're under the age of 15, I'll allow you to be a Brooklyn Nets fan. You grew up here, but you can't be an adult and tell me you like the Nets.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense. So anybody who tells me that they like the Brooklyn Nets, or if you're from New Jersey, from New Jersey, I'll allow it. But if you're from New York and you like the Nets, I really don't have anything in common with you because you're not a guy who likes sports, and I'm a guy who likes sports, and you're also most likely a Hasidic Jew.
Yeah, they do.
Mets
like
or
that.
Yankees?
I'm actually I like the Mets, but I also don't hate the Yankees, and I never have. I'm a bisexual baseball fan because I'm all about New York first.
Yeah.
So I like the Mets and the Yankees, and a lot of people get mad at me. And what I say to them
Same with Jets, Giants.
Well, I don't like the Jets. I only like the Giants.
Uh-huh.
But the only reason why I like the Mets is because I grew up Yankees fan. My father from the Bronx, whatever. I was born and raised in Queens, so my mother always wanted me to be a Mets fan, but I'd go with my pops. But then the Mets owner, Steve Cohen, his son, is a comedy fan, and we start to get to know each other. And then I got to know the owner of the Mets, Steve Cohen. He's the nicest guy ever, and his family's so nice. And they roll out the red carpet for me and my family.
Yeah.
Where the Yankees.
Are you aware of Steve Cohen?
No.
He's a billionaire owner of the Mets. So right off the bat.
What? He's out.
He's a billionaire.
A billionaire, so he's out. Oh yeah. But he's also Jewish, so we have to love and support our Jewish brothers and sisters.
It depends.
It depends.
But it is fun to watch.
It's irrelevant. I think it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant to.
Is Modine going after him?
I don't think Modine can get. I think he's too big. The billionaires. Yeah. I don't think Modine. Yeah, I think all Modine can really do to Steve Cohen is hit him with a snowball. I don't think that's really can't really stop Steve.
Yeah,
unfortunately, he's got too much money.
You're not going to be able to get him with an impromptu nail bomb.
Yeah.
No,
you can't.
No,
I didn't like the snowball thing in Washington Square.
No, I didn't.
What did you
think
about
that? Yeah,
that?
see,
it's wrong.
It's wrong.
It's wrong. They're police officers, and by the way, if a snowball fight is when we engage and we're both throwing snowballs.
Right. Yes.
There's policemen were not throwing snowballs.
Yeah, that's a great point.
And had they thrown snowballs, it could have escalated into something really horrific.
Yes.
Now you know we live in an era where someone could take that clip.
Yeah.
And turn you into a MAGA Republican. Just in that clip.
Yeah.
Cause even though I'm trying to be a skinny mini, one thing I love is chubbies.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. I love chubby.
You love me at 220.
Cause yeah.
You like me. You like to make me. You like to fat me up in your basement.
And what I like about you too is I like that just like a girl when you posted the picture of us at the wedding, you cropped from the waist up.
You have to do that because my gut is fat.
But Chubby's is actually it's a clothing company, and they got the best shorts. Summer's coming up. I love their shorts. They were founded in 2011 by a group of friends who wanted to redefine proper length shorts, and they definitely named the company after one of their fat friends that they just used to call Chubby. Men's shorts, they said they were losing their personality. They didn't look as good, and they were right. And that's why this year marks 15 years at Chubby's, where they're celebrating by bringing back the originals, the OGs, the shorts that started it all. They got the same iconic inseam options, same comfortable fit, and the same easygoing vibe that looks good and feels even better.
With over 2.6 million customers, Chubby's clearly knows how to keep thighs happy and thighs happy. You got to get the right inseam. You don't want it too saggy. Chubby's just does it right there. Great shorts. Summer's coming up. Go take a peek at the website and go buy yourself some Chubby's for a limited time. Chubby's is giving our listeners 20% off with the code Hyenas at chubbysshorts.com. That's 20% off your order with the code Hyenas. Give your thighs the VIP treatment they deserve with Chubby's. Support the history Hyenas and tell them that we sent you over there.
Cause Factor, I've been using Factor. I've been cooking my home meals. I've been trying to get skinny, mini, and cute for summer. And Factor has been helping cause they got no refined sugars, no artificial sweeteners, no refined seed oils, just good food and meals that fit your goals and schedule. I'm eating healthier, I'm managing my calories, and I'm getting the number one thing that we need, protein.
Yeah, I'm using Factor now because I need to lose a little weight. I need to eat healthy, and my wife can't cook for shit.
Well, because I'm using Factor, and then when I told you about it, you forgot the letter C, and you're using Fatter. So you just are at fattermeals.com.
100 rotating weekly meals to keep things fresh and delicious through winter. Options include high-protein, calorie-smart Mediterranean diet, GLP-1 support, and ready-to-eat salads, Chris.
Yeah, I like a salad. We're going to go get some pizza today, but I'm going to get a salad instead.
Yeah, always fresh, never frozen, ready in 2 minutes, no prep, no stress, so you can actually stick to your goals.
I'm telling you, Factor, we use it as the family. We cook it all together. We eat it. The kids love it. Everybody loves it. So right now, we're going to give you a nice discount. Go to factormeals.com/Hyenas50 off and use code Hyenas50 off. That's 50OFF to get 50% off and free breakfast for a year, cuz free breakfast for a year. Offer is only valid for new Factor customers with the code and qualifying auto-renew subscription purchase. Make healthier eating easy with Factor.
You guys are older. You remember when people weren't so crazy. Do you think the world's gotten a little crazy, a little too extreme on both sides? Everything filtered through politics?
I mean, thousands of years ago, when Confucius was walking the earth, he said, when words lose their meaning, people lose their freedom. And we're living in a time where there's so many opinions. You know, we were talking before about the movie business, and not only can anybody make a movie, but anybody can have an opinion about a movie. And depending on the platform that they have, how loudly they can yell and destroy something that is rather fragile, art and storytelling. You know, it's easy to, but it used to be that way too. Frank Rich, the theater critic for the New York Times, could close a play overnight. I don't know if you ever went to Joe Allen's restaurant. Joe Allen's restaurant, the walls were lined with plays that opened and closed on the opening night.
Wow.
And I used to think he was making fun of those plays, you know, like, they open and close. But he was celebrating the fact that how much effort it took in order to be able to get that play up. Look at the people that were involved, the famous director, the famous actors, the famous playwright, the famous composers that were involved with the creation that opened and closed in one night. So he wasn't making fun of it. He was celebrating the effort.
Yes.
And that's what we don't really do anymore, is you don't get an E for effort anymore. It's like you win or you're a loser.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a quaint time. Like New York Times was on 43rd Street and then Joe Allen was on 46th Street. And opening night of a Broadway play, the New York Times would come out for the next day at like 11 o'clock, so the play ends at like 10. People would be huddled in the restaurant. Somebody would be right on 43rd Street trying to get the first copy. Yeah. And they'd all read the review, and it's like, you learn your fate.
Yeah.
You know? And we're a hit or we're done.
Was it really? Did he have that much power?
He had that power.
Wow.
In the 80s and certainly in the early 90s.
Wow.
Yeah, it became, when the internet started to get big with comedy, like I'm talking about over the last like 10 years, it became a big thing amongst comedians. Like you would hear it at the different clubs. Like people started really crapping on like SNL. Oh, it's not funny anymore. And the people from, you know, the 90s were funnier and all these things. And, you know, I had never been there. I never, you know, wasn't a part of SNL. So I would hear what they were saying. And I was like, yeah, but this show's like an institution. So like, what could it be? And then you would hear people really go in. SNL sucks. Nobody's a star anymore. All these things. And then I went. One of our friends was on the show, and he invited me to go to the show to watch him on it and the after party. And then I went and watched, like I was there watching how it all goes. And I was like blown away by what those people do every single week to make that show and how complicated it is and how they have to do everything and put out sketches and deal with the internet now and all that stuff. And I was just the kind of I just love the show so much now, even if I don't laugh at it as much, or I can hear people say, okay, subjectively it's not funny, but kind of the admiration I have for what goes into it. And it's very similar to a play. Like it's easy now. Everybody judges everything. They got these watch videos on Instagram and they like to shit on things. And then it's like, if you tried it, like go try. Yeah. Like now when I hear anybody crap on SNL, I'm like, go try it. Go see if you could come up with in a week of all those sketches and tell me how funny you think you could be. Like, tell me, go try a Broadway play. See if you can honestly do it.
Yeah.
Most people can't. That's why.
It's the Teddy Roosevelt speech. It's the best.
Yeah.
The man in the arena.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
I don't think everybody should get a participation medal. I think we have to celebrate excellence. You know, that there's one person that wins the prize, but.
Sounding very conservative.
Dude, I was just going to say, dude, you sound like my dad.
Or he's just sounding like a good old,
like
what they used
smart.
to call, good old
Reasonable.
Clinton Democrat.
No, well,
kinda.
that's the thing.
Just an old.
I think we're all in here, right? Old school Democrats. We're all,
100%.
even the way that we are, the way we are now, just being in the middle. A lot of, because people have gotten so crazy. Like, you're a Republican. It's like, no, dude, I grew up mostly Democrat, like everybody else in New York.
The but that I got to that I didn't finish the thought is that but. You say you have 2 children.
Yeah, 3, yeah.
When they had first started walking, you didn't discourage them when they fell down. You say, oh, what a loser.
No.
Let me get another kid that will learn how to walk right away.
Right.
You keep encouraging, you keep helping them.
Not me. As soon as my kid fell, I said, "You deserve to fall.
Yeah.
You're pale skin. You deserve it. You're privileged.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be walking. You know all the other people who didn't walk. You know what kind of conquering your ancestors did.
Exactly.
Even though we didn't, we're Greek. We've been conquered for a long time. But I let her know she was privileged. That was the most important thing. Before walking.
Or you got to tell your kids now. Like, now I get mad at my kids if they don't know Mandarin. I'm like, you better learn freaking Chinese.
Yeah.
Okay? What the hell are you doing? Who cares if you could do it in English?
Do you think this movie could make some money in China? Because that seems to be the way.
Protector?
Yeah, why not?
The movie that we came here to chat about.
Protector.
It's kind of designed to be international because it's it's kind of a knockoff of Taken.
I was going to say it's Taken with a woman.
Yeah.
That's what.
I thought it was more Rambo.
First Blood, right?
Okay.
Yeah, First Blood.
Your character and my character is definitely
We're
from
definitely
First Blood.
lifted
But
from.
Mila, I think her character is more like Liam Neeson as a chick, and
Right.
but yeah, those movies tend to do better international because a punch doesn't need a subtitle.
That's right.
Where did you guys film the movie? Was it in the U.S.?
Las Cruces, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
Yeah, which is if you like burritos,
Right.
Yeah.
See, that's another part about acting I always think about now. We travel with stand-up and all that, and I never really considered until I got into, entertainment a little bit. You guys got to be away from your families for months filming these movies. Like, how do you...
It used to be worse. It used to be 4 months, 5 months. Full Metal Jacket was almost 2 years I was in England. But I was with my wife.
Right.
Yeah, my son.
They used to take care of you in those days.
Yeah.
Now they try to get you to say, well, we'll bring you to England for a movie, but you have to be an English citizen. Like, pretend you're an English person, pay your own hotel.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Yeah, so that's how they call it local hire. So, like, I got offered something last week where they said, okay, we're going to shoot in Columbus, Ohio, but you got to be a local hire. So I got to pay the hotel and the airplane, and so deduct that from whatever money they're giving you. But when we did Memphis Belle, we were there like 5 months, and they put us up in a nice place.
Yeah.
But if you had a wife and kids at that point, and there's plenty of actors that can't bring their family with them.
Once they started going to school, that was the end of it.
You didn't see them for
then you were gone for 3-4 months. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, see that's like the dilemma, because sometimes we are like, we'll only be gone Thursday to Sunday, and we're like, we can't do this. I miss my family. But you guys, it's a different thing.
It is awful, and
Yeah.
it's why there's so many crash and burn marriages in the entertainment.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
You're still
But
together.
you made it.
You're still on.
Yeah, 45 years.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Congratulations,
You
man.
made it 20 plus.
23.
Yeah, that's
23.
a win.
That's also
I think
a
at
win.
23 you can leave. I think you should be able to leave. I think you should say it's
have
over.
an option.
Yeah,
have a clause. In
I
the
think
contract.
your success. It's the same success for me.
Well,
Once you hit 20,
I think the
pay or
Treasury,
leave, it's up to you.
the government should every 10 years you make, the government should send you a check because you've made society better.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean?
Great point.
Because if you look at all the statistics on crime,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you're rich or you're poor. If you have 2 parents, you're like 1/8 less likely to
Just
go
a
to
fact.
jail.
It's just a
Really?
fact. Yeah, it's just a fact.
ridiculous.
Whether they're divorced or not, you're saying just 2 parents?
No, 2 parents married.
Two married parents. Okay.
And it does, but the thing that's great is it doesn't have any correlation to finances. You
Right.
can be super poor, you can be super rich. Like a divorced billionaire family has just as much chance of producing a degenerate criminal as a family making no money.
Right. Right.
Maybe not just as much, but comparably.
It definitely helps.
Rob Reiner.
Yeah.
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 Well, you're saying what? Rob Reiner? Did you say?
Yeah.
Oh.
As a counterpoint, I think he's bringing it up.
Oh, as a counterpoint,
There, you wouldn't think that Rob Reiner's child would
do that.
Right.
would
Right.
do something so heinous. But
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But that was a mental illness, right?
Well, multiple
Schizophrenia?
marriages too.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't his
he
first
did?
wife.
I
Oh.
don't know.
I don't.
That I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just threw that out.
I guess the point that I was trying to make was that it exists across the spectrum of craziness.
Humans are we're complicated.
Yeah.
That's why we need movies. We need art. You know what I miss? I miss feeling. I miss watching something and feeling something.
Yeah.
The way they make movies now, it's like either excitement or plot twist. I miss the feeling when you watched 8 Men Out. When you watched
Ethan Hawke, he loves Ethan. He's a big Ethan Hawke. I try to get
in his lap.
I try to get videos of Ethan Hawke for his birthday. I mean, he watches every Ethan Hawke movie. He loves Ethan Hawke.
Blue Moon.
You know Ethan Hawke?
Ethan Hawke midget. You got Blue Moon.
Yes.
Right.
You guys know
I love
Ethan
Linkletter. I love Linkletter.
You boys know Ethan Hawke?
I know Ethan.
Can you get him on?
What can we do?
I'll hook him up.
What can we do? Because I'm telling you, if you want to make a fellow liberal man happy, Ethan, what you could do, Ethan Hawke is the gift. I can't explain to you what Ethan Hawke would mean to Yannis. He loves Ethan Hawke.
It would be like you send in a dying kid, their favorite sports star. Like Steph Curry showing up for some kid who's dying of cancer in the Bay Area.
Didn't the Greeks invent liberal democracy?
Absolutely.
Sure. Yeah. And then they abandoned it for 1,000 years.
No,
didn't they?
No,
they did democracy and then they didn't have it for a while.
That's the Roman Empire.
Stoicism.
Stoicism. Yeah, we did kind of everything.
The Bible. We wouldn't have the Bible for
what happened. What happened over in
Paul
Greece?
was.
What happened?
Well, we got conquered. We got steamrolled.
And
steamrolled by a bunch of people who didn't understand that guys just want to sit around, chat, talk philosophy, and have a little butt sex.
Yeah, that's all it is. Yeah, this is all it was. It's always little boys, you freaks.
Naked wrestling.
Yes.
Covered in olive oil.
The Olympics.
Wow.
We've done
because we're going to get Ethan Hawke for you.
If you could just tell him you had a good time.
And if
is that John Kennedy in your sign?
That's it, JFK.
That's Some fans put us in the...
Who's the gray-headed guy in
that? That's the driver.
Governor Connolly.
Clint Black.
No, that's
John Connolly?
Oh, that's John Connolly? I thought there was the driver.
That's supposed to be the back of the convertible?
We're in the back of the convertible,
drinking smoothies.
That's the thing, we do cuties with smoothies.
So DB is sitting about where the grassy knoll is.
Yes, DB was the shooter.
No, Woody Harrelson's father.
Yeah, that's what they say, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know what's interesting? Here's what's happened.
You never heard it? Woody Harrelson's father, I don't think he died, but he served a life sentence for murdering a federal judge. And the rumor is that Oliver Stone put him in True Crime or whatever that one, True Romance, because he wanted to get the true story about JFK.
Right.
And that's why, but that part is not disputed. The part that's alleged is that he was one of the guys in the grassy knoll.
Yeah.
Where he was.
Wow.
It was definitely more than one guy.
Well, yeah, because
you watch him get shot.
Have you been there?
Huh?
Yes.
Yes. It's their only...
When you stand there in that spot, you look where the book depository is and where the grassy knoll is.
You're like,
there's no way.
There's no way.
No way.
How fast is the car going? 25 miles an hour?
I go
single action bolt.
And also, no assassin ever goes, I didn't do it. They want the credit.
Right.
You know, they're doing it because they want people to know that they killed the tyrant.
They don't say
go
they're
on
a patsy.
Yeah.
Right.
So
you start unraveling that thing, though. You go right through Gerald Ford on the Warren Commission and only unelected president in the history of the country.
We're going to
got rid of Nixon over like nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I know. I think we'll find out. I think now there's enough time has went by because the gauge for me is my mom. My mom is very Catholic, Irish Catholic lady from New York City. Believes everything, believes in the church, believes in the government.
She's so holy, she could maybe get you in as a +1.
She could get you into a +1, even though you've been divorced.
Yeah,
even though you've been divorced, she can get you. My mom's got
I need her info.
The lightning lane at Disney World. My mom's got lightning lane passes to get into heaven because she's a very Catholic, by the book lady.
She lights candles for me.
I put some hours in.
So she's even going to get Yannis in, and she said she possibly could even get in his gay brother, but that's going to be hard. But she said it's possible she's going to talk to Jesus when she gets up there. But even my mother has said two things have radically changed for her. She now has been asking me, Christopher, do you really think the government killed JFK? Is that possible? And I said, I don't know if it's the government, Mom, but I don't think it was Lee Harvey Oswald. And she's like, yeah, I kind of agree. I think the government may have lied to us. And I'm like, I would say. And then the other thing is, again, being devout religious, a week ago, she's like, Christopher, do you anybody in your podcast, you've ever anybody in your podcast come and talk about aliens? I think they're real.
Whoa.
And I said, Mom, what?
Whoa.
Jesus made us in 7 days. What are you talking about?
She's accepting aliens, but she still denies the pedophilia, the systematic pedophilia of the Catholic Church?
That's what it is with Mom. She doesn't, that
didn't happen.
My mom is, here's who my mom is. I'm 16, when the pedophilia Catholic Church stuff came out, I was 16 years old. 16 years old, I mean, prime time, right? This is my brain's forming. And then I was in Catholic high school. This whole scandal rocks the Catholic Church. And she goes, you're going to, in my high school, they had a camp called Eusopus. It was in this town upstate. And you would go with the, boys, all-boy Catholic high school. The priests were there. And it was sleepaway summer camp. And so this scandal's happening. And she's like, you're going to go to Eusopus this year? I said, Mom, you want me to be in the woods with priests? What about all this stuff? She's like, oh, don't believe that bullshit. I was like, oh, okay. Don't believe that bullshit. Why do you think I fucking waddled out of church?
And then he blacked out for his whole 16th year.
Yeah.
Doesn't remember it.
But even my mom is like, now she's starting to come around to all these conspiracies that are not really, we're finding out, not really conspiracies. I know you've been a believer for a long time. We've seen each other at the meetings. But Matthew is now even believing that, it's not.
Here's one for you. I think there's just as much pedophilia in travel sports, in the New York City public school system.
Sure.
And every place there's single parents dropping their kids off and having them driven back by the coach. And I think the Catholic Church, certainly great crimes, great cover-ups. Yep. Everybody should be killed, thrown. But I think it was highlighted for an agenda to discredit the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
So, because I don't think it's any more prevalent than any other place where there's kids and grown-ups inappropriately.
Yeah, that's probably true.
That's probably true. You know what's funny? That's like my wife's like an old school, Puerto Rican girl from Sunset Park, Brooklyn. So she's just, she's not political at all.
I think you're married. Is your
wife Latina?
Is Latina or Hispanic or?
Yeah, I'm in the club.
You're in the club? Yes, I'll see you at the meetings. Tuesdays and Thursdays. So she's an old school Puerto Rican girl. We live in this neighborhood now. Moved out of the 5 boroughs. And we live in this neighborhood. It's a little bit more. I hate to use the term woke. That's a ridiculous word, but it's just not like it's not like growing up in Brooklyn. It's just they're a little bit more like go with the flow stuff. And one of the coaches there, daughter plays sports, is the type of coach is like, oh, parents have to leave. And so the first practice, she was like, no, I'm not leaving. And he was like, no, it's just standard. And she goes, yeah, I know, but it's my daughter's 9, so I'm not leaving. I'll sit here. And it's funny, when you watch just a woman who's pretty intimidating kind of lady. I mean, she's beautiful, but you could tell she's got some toughness to her.
She grew up in Sunset
Park, Brooklyn, when she's just like, no, I'm not, I don't care, I'm not leaving. Yeah. It's very interesting how people just immediately back down. I live in a town where it's like, I can see some of the teachers or parents, they almost prey on you. They hope you back down because it's very politically correct. You know what, you're right. Respect your space. But she's just not like that. And she's Puerto Rican. So it's what are you going to fucking do now? Now you're this white guy being like, yes, all this fucking holier than thou bullshit. Now you have this Puerto Rican lady with a tattoo on her tit saying, how about I'm not leaving?
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, you know what? I respect the Latinx culture. Because talk
to me, baby gorgeous.
Let me tell you something right now. I had a bug issue at the house.
Oh, you got AIDS again.
I got AIDS again. Yeah, I had a bug issue at the house. And I said, how the hell am I going to get rid of that? We had a couple of ants, we had a couple of spiders, and my kids got nervous. So I found this company called Pesty.
Yeah.
Pesty. And I called them up. And I said, I have a problem at the house. And the guy cut me off because it's a New York-based company. He said, I just want to make sure. He said, a couple of guys been calling in. He's like, I just want to let you know that Pesty doesn't work on the Chinese. So don't try to use it. It's got to be bugs. It can't be, you can't use it on people. I said, okay, I'm not calling about that. I got an ant problem.
Yeah. And you just want to.
And he said, you mean the bug, right?
The bugs. Yeah. Just insects, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so easy to get started. It's just a kit. The kit includes pro-grade pesticide. That's the same stuff the pros use, a sprayer, mixing bag, gloves, and instructions you can complete in minutes. So you could be your own exterminator.
Because make no mistake, there's a lot of times in my life where I just like a pro.
Yeah.
At Pesty, I like a pro.
I just like to pay a pro.
I like to pay a pro once in a while. Sometimes I just need to pay the pros.
Yeah.
And Pesty has the pros.
Yeah, because you can make yourself a pro. With Pesty, you get started at just $35 per treatment with a customized plan based on your location, bugs, and climate. With the DIY, do-it-yourself kit, there are no strangers in your house or appointments to make time for.
Well, I have strangers in my house, but they're I have a Puerto Rican family.
You're always going to have people.
We're talking about bugs specifically.
That's right.
Yeah.
Pesty gets rid of over 100 types of bugs.
Yeah.
From spiders and ants to roaches and scorpions.
And I'm telling you, I've used it. Pesty also gets rid of some of those warts.
Pesty is kid and pet friendly. That's very important that Pesty is kid and pet friendly.
The kids can go around it.
Yeah, the pesticides they ship are fully registered and have been used in hospitals and schools all over the country.
Yeah.
Pesty offers a 100% bug-free guarantee or your money back.
Yeah.
If the bugs don't go away, you'll get a full refund. Kit includes a spray or mixing bag, pesticide gloves, and instructions you can complete in less than 10 minutes. Chrissy, tell them where to go.
Cuz all you got to do is go to pesty.com/hyenas for an extra 10% off. That's PESTIE.com/hyenas. Bugs hate to see you coming with Pesty. Go to pesty.com/hyenas for an extra 10% off your order. I just want to do a quick message from today's sponsor, the ASPCA Pet Health Insurance Program. I have this for my beautiful dog, Josephine.
Everybody needs pet insurance. Your pet is part of your family. I love my dogs. You'd pretty much do anything for your dogs. I really would. I think I put my dogs before my wife.
Yeah.
I make sure they have health insurance before my wife does.
That's what it is, yeah.
So this program offers customizable accident and illness plans, making it easier to get your pet the care they may need.
When you enroll in an ASPCA pet health insurance plan, you could get a $25 Amazon gift card. It's a little treat for you while you're doing something great for your pet. I mean, cuz you know me, I'm new to having a dog, and I love my dog, and I'm very happy that she's well taken care of with ASPCA pet health insurance plan.
Yeah, if you need pet health insurance, you're a fan of this show, just go ahead right now to explore coverage. Visit ASPCApetinsurance.com/hyenas. That's ASPCApetinsurance.com/hyenas. Eligibility restrictions apply. Visit ASPCApetinsurance.com/Amazon terms for more info. This is a paid advertisement. Insurance is underwritten by either Independence American Insurance Company or United States Fire Insurance Company and produced by PTZ Insurance Agency Limited. The ASPCA is not an insurer and is not engaged in the business of insurance. I'm very interested. You've been in Hollywood for a while. Things changed. Me Too. Things like that. How much was that a part of the culture there? And how much of it is overblown by...
Well, DB can't talk about it legally because it's an active lawsuit. Matthew, question for you.
45 days.
He's almost out. Matthew, we know.
Did you ever come across Harvey Weinstein? Is any of that
but Harvey, it was never. I think I've never been raped, but I believe.
Well, the day is young.
Well. Except for by a chimpanzee.
Yes.
Gave him the right water bottle.
Yeah. Yes.
He'll be fine at 5 o'clock.
I did get violated by a chimpanzee on a movie called Funky Monkey.
You were violated on the set of Funky Monkey?
Yeah, the chimpanzee fucked me.
What it is. It happens.
He had a diaper on.
Really?
Yeah, but...
Oh, my God. Sounds like our friend Nick.
Yeah. The frightening thing about it was after, he pushed me over and jumped on me, and I guess it's okay to say if a chimpanzee's doing it, he rabbited me.
Right.
Really?
Yeah, and then he looked at my face. You've seen the close-ups of chimpanzees.
Sure. Yeah. Terrifying.
And the thing is, the flesh around their mouth is very soft. It's very, it's like here on the inside of your elbow, that very soft skin with little whiskers.
So you got a little turned on.
Well, that's why I wonder, was it wrong if I liked it?
Yeah,
no,
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Oh.
But
it was strong, that chimpanzee, right?
Always very strong. And that was what they kept saying, was they either rip your testicles off or they tear your throat out. So the trainers were laughing because the chimpanzee had pushed me over and mounted me with a diaper on. There was no
your diaper off?
There was no penetration.
How strong?
But it was the look afterward where he looked at me so calmly and beautifully and kind of, if he could have spoke, said, "Yeah, I just fucked you."
Yeah.
But what was the question?
Harvey Weinstein. No, I mean, honestly, I'd like to go deeper into this.
I felt like Harvey Weinstein was kind of like that chimpanzee. It wasn't it wasn't about penetration. It was about, I just fucked you.
Right.
Yes.
And it,
Power.
It was in business. And I remember we were at a party once, and he grabbed me and pulled me down into his booth, and he said, "You need to be seen with me." And it had nothing to do with me needing to be seen with him. It was him needing to be seen with me.
Right.
And as soon as somebody of greater importance or fame came in the room, he discarded me and moved to that person.
Right.
And that's one of the hard. It's not just Hollywood and the show business. That happens all the time, where you're speaking to somebody and they're always looking over your shoulder to see who more famous is.
The LA look.
Yeah. So he was a real prick, is what we're saying.
I had dinner with him a couple times, and not just me, like a big table of 7 or 8, usually like 5 or 6 beautiful actresses and me and some other idiot actor. And
Why an idiot?
no, not you. No, I'm saying it was everybody but you. So but anyway, my experience of it was these actresses, they would climb over me to get next to him and fondle him. And so I think Harvey would promise the same role to 40 actresses and have 39 dissatisfied customers who all fucked him willingly.
Right.
And then they didn't get the part, and 4 years later, he raped me.
Right.
And again, I don't know. I wasn't there. But it just that my experience of watching the way women were around him, because he was such a kingmaker. I mean, he could... you got a part in a Miramax movie, and that was a career maker.
Dude, now a secret, right? Like everyone knew. I mean, before this came out, you had like Oprah Winfrey, all these people going like, "We love Harvey." Like everyone kind of knew, right? It was like they made jokes about it at the Oscars.
Yeah, I didn't know until everybody knew.
It came out, and now they're really.
But I think that him coming out in the bathrobe with his dick hanging out, meeting people in the hotel room,
not cool.
That was for sure. That was something that was happening, and the crime really was those people that represented those actresses, and saying, "Oh, that's just Harvey being Harvey. You want the job, don't you?" And dismissing it that way. That's where it gets really stinky.
Sure. I mean, honestly,
imagine it's your daughter.
I know.
In the room with the guy comes out in the bathroom with his dick hanging out.
Yeah.
You don't say, "Oh, that's just Harvey being Harvey." You want the job, don't you?
No, I go and I beat Harvey up.
I beat Harvey up. And nowadays there is that kind of guy doesn't exist in TV and films. If you want to really have a career now, I mean, I'll fucking blow Mr. Beast for a retweet.
But there was an actor went and like threatened to kick his ass. I don't know if it was Brad Pitt or he did it to somebody's girlfriend, and the actor went over and
I think it was Brad Pitt.
There is something in the movie industry that I see that, again, I've only been in. I don't even think I've ever even been in a movie. Or if I was cut out. I was cut out of it. But something that I've seen where it's like, there's this power dynamic, even if it's not sexual. It's like people are in such fear sometimes on those sets. I know there's this famous video of Christian Bale like screaming at someone who was really messing him up, and I know that's got to be extremely frustrating.
The director of photography.
Yes, and I know that's got to be extremely frustrating for any actor, any person. I get that, but I watch that sometimes just as like a guy that grew up where it was like, unless you're my mom or my dad, like I obviously would be respectful, but it's like, I'm not going to let another man ever fucking talk to me like that. Like I would punch anybody in the face if they ever spoke to me like that. But this guy was just allowing it to happen because like, oh my God, that's Christian Bale. There's like this thing sometimes where it's like, oh, but that's just a guy. He's just a guy. He's a very talented guy, and he had a right to be upset. But I always found that even very little. Well, I'm just saying a right to be upset. But I'm just saying like he screamed at somebody.
I know what happened. But what was the guy doing? What was he moving a light?
It was a night shoot. It was very late. And probably people were exhausted. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
But maybe the DP was trying to bounce some light in his face to get light. And so in following him, trying to do it while he's trying to act. But the thing is, if you're smart, you learn really early on that everybody that's on the set is your scene partner. Right. The guy holding the boom mic is not your enemy. He's trying to record your sound.
This is why you want to work with this guy. Yeah. He's an anomaly. Most actors don't see it that way.
Right.
Most actors are like, I'm number one on the call sheet.
Yeah. Yes.
Fuck you. Fuck everybody. Be quiet.
DB?
You're focused and you're doing your thing, and the makeup artist is just trying to get a little powder on your nose so it doesn't shine. Everybody's your scene partner. The faster you learn it, if you're somebody that's watching hearing this that wants to be in the movie business, know that those people are your scene partners. They're there to, everybody's working to try to make something good.
I love it.
And so, yeah, maybe Christian was really exhausted and he lost his shit, but that cinematographer, the DP, was just trying to get some light in his eyes, to get some sparkle in his eye, and it was inappropriate. But I one of the most amazing things that if you search all the religious texts, whether it's the Torah, the Quran, the Bible, the most beautiful thing in all of them is the concept of forgiveness.
Yeah.
Grace.
And grace.
Can you give me 1 second? Can you guys shut the fuck up over there? We're doing a fucking podcast.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're right. You're right. It was bothering me.
Fucking guys are breathing and existing.
I know they're breathing. How dare they?
Stop blinking! Stop blinking! Do fucking movies.
My water's empty.
This is how you fucking dress. Fucking Matthew Modine and Sweeney, you fucking nothing. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yes. And
I knew it was on your mind. And you fucking guys sitting there.
yeah.
They're our collaborators.
I mean,
the people wearing the headphones right now are
they're like, what the hell?
ears are bleeding.
What was Stanley Kubrick like?
The best thing for me to do is to tell you to get the Full Metal Jacket diary. It's a diary that I kept while I was making the film and photographs I took while I was on the set. It's a really fantastic deep dive into what that experience was like. The thing that's really nice about it is it's a 24-year-old boy and his point of view, his vulnerabilities, his fears, his desires, his...
How much he regretted turning down Top Gun?
No, not at all.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the Top Gun thing is really important because I made a periodical chart of, Full Metal Jacket Diary is where you should go to get that. I made a periodical chart because I thought, I wonder if there's a recipe to being a famous movie star. So I made I put John Wayne and Mel Gibson, the biggest stars around at that time. And
D.B. Sweeney was
John Wayne.
D.B. Sweeney asked me for a penny. He's like, what's the recipe?
and Henry Fonda, So, and I thought, okay, these are some really big movie stars. What was the movie that made John Wayne into a movie star? It's Stagecoach, right? Stagecoach, Henry Fonda, Grapes of Wrath, Mel Gibson, Road Warrior, Mad Max. Now, is there something, subcategory that you could say, is there something that these characters that they played had in common? And there is. And it made me almost be sick.
What was it?
And it was justifiable homicide.
Uh-huh.
John Wayne was killing, they were killing savage Indians, not Native Americans, savage Indians that were trying to threaten the Pilgrims. Henry Fonda beat a guy's head in with an axe handle. Mad Max was revenging the death of his family.
Right.
And I thought, if that's what it takes in order to be successful in the business, I don't want to have anything to do with it. Right. I want to try to understand why somebody would commit homicide, but justifiable homicide, that's a path, that's a roadway that leads to death and destruction for everyone. Right. That's not something that I wanted to have any part of. And so when Top Gun came, we were killing the ultimate enemy during the Reagan administration, which was the Soviet Union. And I'd been to East Germany, and I met Russian soldiers, and they were no different than my brothers or my sister that went to Vietnam. They were just kids. I smoked at the time. I gave them my American cigarettes, and they gave me pins from their uniforms. They were just kids.
Right.
And so when I came back, that was the script that was waiting for me. It was Top Gun. And it wasn't a good fit for me. Full Metal Jacket, on the other hand, which came about 7 months later, I forget exactly, was a much better fit.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
I respect you for that, man.
Well, yeah, because it takes a lot of balls to say, you know what, this isn't right for me. I'm not going to do it for a moral. Most of us wouldn't do that.
Yeah, because it was a massive hit.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
A lot of money. But Stanley Kubrick, it's a better movie.
But then Full Metal Jacket was a big movie, too.
You're in one of the most iconic movies of all time. Yeah.
I was also offered Back to the Future when they fired Eric.
Really?
Our friend Eric Stoltz was doing it. And
because I've seen the dailies where there's actually
another actor.
Yeah.
Wow. And so you turned that down as well.
Yeah, but when you
fire your agent.
No, it was me. When you read it, I'm 6'3", and Marty McFly is he's a Jack Russell. I'm like a Labrador Retriever.
Yeah.
I was the wrong fit. I said, if I do this, it's not gonna.
You could have been Biff though.
I could have been Biff.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people always say, "Oh, I loved you in Back to the Future," and I think that it's some kind of like, why do you say that? And I'm thinking that they think that I'm Michael J. Fox, right. But it's Christian Glover that they're. And then I get pissed off because it was like, how could you confuse me for Chris? Just because I have a nose and I'm white and I have an angular face, you think that I look like fucking Crispin Glover? Yeah. Did you ever see him on David Letterman when he goes, "I'm strong"?
Yeah, he's like on drugs or something.
Yeah.
Right.
And they cut to a commercial. They come back. He's gone.
Yeah.
David Letterman threw him off the show.
Now, Martin Short, it's one of my favorite characters. I mean, it's like made me laugh.
Jiminy Glick?
Oh, my God.
Amazing.
Are you friends with him? Why did he
There's
do...
Crispin.
Yeah.
I mean,
there is a similarity. Yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I can see it. A little bit.
I'm on Team Modine. I don't see it a bit.
I'm on Team Modine too.
The sharp features, I see it a little bit.
Yeah.
I see it a little bit. Were you friends with Marty? Is that why he goes, "My kids, Matthew Modine and Michael
Marty,
Modine"?
we were at a fundraiser. Diane Keaton was a dear friend, and she invited me to this thing where the night that they're going to execute all the dogs, like Chrissy Nome. That's an insider joke.
I get it. Yeah.
I don't get it.
She shot her dog.
Yeah,
I know.
in her biography.
She couldn't train the dog, so she shot it.
Yeah.
Right.
She's a real piece of shit.
Now, if she'd have eaten the
DB?
dog, we could maybe forgive her.
No, I mean, she did something really bad if Trump fired her, and she didn't even say anything disloyal.
Well, she banged out the
two
Lewandowski.
the $220 million. She set up a company
to make commercials about her.
Political operative.
Yes.
And
Okay.
it was like
$250 million.
Wasn't there an allegation about banging Lewandowski?
That's what it was.
Too,
Yeah. She said.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She sounds like a fun hang. That's not what I'm
100%.
saying. She's definitely a good hang, but probably not a great person.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm a dog person, so I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
Where were we?
We were talking about
you were
Martin Short because he does the whole thing. My kids are Matthew Modine and Modine.
So we were at a big fundraiser to save the dogs. The night that they're going to go and execute all the dogs, they go in and adopt all the dogs so that they don't get killed.
Nice.
But now they have to find a home and they have to give food and a lot of stuff. So it was a fundraiser for that. And they came over to Marty and they said, "Marty, go up and tell some jokes." And he goes, "Okay, come with me." And I said, "I'm not a comedian. I'm not going up there with you." He goes, No, come on, it'll be fun. And we went up, and nobody in the audience paid any attention to Marty's jokes. He was dying. It was just like everybody drinking and laughing and stuff, but nobody was listening to Marty's jokes. And he kept turning to me and telling me a joke about those people, which was hysterical. So I was peeing myself laughing. And I think that was, who else was there also was the other set of twins, Morgan and Mason. So that's James Mason's son,
So
Morgan Mason. So it was Morgan and Mason and Matthew and Modine.
Matthew and Modine.
Genius.
Yeah.
I was on a plane with him, flew to the Grey Cup when Wayne Gretzky and Bruce McNall owned the Toronto Argonauts. Got to fly to the Grey Cup, the Super Bowl of Canada, with John Candy and Marty Short. And Marty Short sat next to John Candy and just made him laugh for 2 hours. It was the funniest 2 hours I've ever heard in my life. Everybody was like hanging over the seats, just trying to hear the next thing. Like people would be dying laughing. It would subside for a second, and then Marty Short would say, "I never saw anybody be funnier in my life."
He's so funny, dude.
He's so natural.
He's so funny. He's like one of my favorites. And that character, Jesse, we used to watch it together. And
amazing.
just, Jiminy Glick, and just die. Like it's just so. Wait, and then when you get
Was he doing that between the ferns?
He was doing that around the same time. Maybe before, maybe a little before. Yeah. Yeah, there's Galifianakis.
Just a commitment to put on that makeup and be that guy.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
And it's just so funny.
What about when is Cutting Edge 2 coming out?
It's already come out. They've done like 3 sequels, but Maura Kelly and I, we made a deal we'd never do a sequel without each other.
Smart.
And the next movie, like we made The Cutting Edge for like $17 million or something in the 90s, which is like a $50 or $60 million movie now. They wanted to make the next one for like $8 million. It's like, no, that's not how you do it.
Yeah.
Everybody gets paid on the second one.
Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
They offered us like $25,000 to come in for 3 days.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It was an easy no. And then they kept making these shitty sequels. So, but I think that movie could stand a reboot.
100%. I love that movie. What's the most fun you've ever had on a movie set? If you had to just pick one, maybe it's not the most successful movie, or maybe it is.
Lonesome Dove.
Real.
Lonesome Dove. We got to hang out with Robert Duvall, late great departed.
Yeah, he just
Bobby
passed
D.
away. Yeah.
Then Memphis Belle.
And then Memphis Belle.
Yeah.
Because actually during Memphis Belle, Matthew had this great place in London. And I don't know if I ever told you this. I think I did. But I was waiting for him. We were going to go get a coffee or something like that. And I came over and the phone rang. And I never would answer the phone in somebody's house. But I thought it could be Stanley Kubrick. So I answered the phone and it was him. And I could tell from his voice, it was Stanley Kubrick.
Yeah.
And I was
Wow.
like, and I could tell from his voice that it was Stanley Kubrick. And he goes, hello. He kind of has a weird, but very distinct. I can't do voices, but anyway. And he said, Matthew. And I said, no, this is Matthew's friend, D.B. Sweeney.
Yeah.
And, because I knew it was him. And he goes, oh, okay, very well. Well, please tell Matthew that Stanley called. And I was like, and he hung up, and I was like,
You got anything?
I had him.
I'm available.
How did you fake the moon landing? What? Come on, man, help me.
Yeah.
And then I hung, but I never told you.
You never told him that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did take your per diem too.
Yes.
Right, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So
That was
Matthew-
that's
Spacey. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think this is something the internet is very curious about that I've noticed? Do you think Eyes Wide Shut was about some sort of Hollywood
pedophile ring? That's or if you go on the internet, that's all it is.
That's
now.
all it talks
that movie connected.
know.
and then they killed Stanley.
Yeah,
because he was making.
I mean that's what Nicole Kidman thinks.
wow.
Really? Yeah, I mean I think you could Google that. Nicole
didn't
Kidman
realize
thinks
that.
Stanley was erased.
Because he did.
But he
kinda-
wanted to make this movie for a long time, and he wanted Michael Hare, who wrote the voiceover for Apocalypse Now, and maybe the best book about Vietnam called Dispatches. And so Stanley said, Michael told me this. Michael said he came over, he wanted me to read this book, Eyes Wide. No, what's the real book? It's not called Eyes Wide Shut.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what the book's called.
I don't think it's called Eyes Wide Shut. And Michael said, I read it. And he said, it would have been interesting if you made this movie in the 60s or the 50s when the book came out. Today, we've lived through the 60s. You know, we've lived through the sexual revolution. It's not really that shocking. He goes, okay, I don't want you to do this one anyway. And he gave him Short Timers, which was the book for Full Metal Jacket. And so then Michael started doing that. But he wanted to make that before Full Metal Jacket. It was something that was really obsessive about it. The interesting thing to me about Eyes Wide Shut, having been with Kubrick for 20 months, is that Nicole Kidman is dressed in Christiana's, Stanley's wife's, clothing. She's dressed like
What do you
Christiana.
mean? Like the way she dresses?
Clothes?
Like her,
The way she
maybe
dresses.
not her actual clothes,
but the style.
dressed exactly
Like her, right.
wearing Christiana's glasses. Christiana's paintings are on the walls.
Interesting.
Stanley Kubrick, a Jewish kid from the Bronx, used to go down to Washington Square Park, play chess, you know, a little bit of a beatnik, probably smoking a little bit of weed, you know, back in the day. And he makes the movie Paths of Glory. He marries Christiana, the girl at the end of the movie who's singing to the the German soldiers. Remember? I don't know if you've ever seen Paths of Glory.
Yeah, a
never
long
saw
time
it,
ago.
no.
Yeah.
That's his wife, Christiana.
Interesting.
Wow.
So she's German. He's a Jewish kid from the Bronx, but you're still having, no matter that he's Jewish and grew up in New York City, he still has the puritanical aspects of what it is to be an American, right? It's kind of, it's in the air, right? And he marries this German girl. Maybe they're smoking some weed, they're at a party, and they come home and they have that conversation that Tom Cruise and Nicole have about like, well, when I was having sex with you, did you ever imagine somebody else? And Christiana would be, I don't know if you've ever spent any time in Germany. Sex is something that's part of the culture. It's something that you do. It's something you do recreationally. It's something that provides us with children.
Right.
You know, it's pornography.
They don't have
on
the
television.
puritanical.
It's not as taboo.
Yeah.
It's not as taboo.
Yeah.
So Christiana says to Stanley, I imagine in my mind, of course I have. Of course I've imagined, you know, somebody else while I'm having sex with you. And I think this blows Stanley's mind. And that's why that book meant so much to him and why he wanted to make it for so long.
Interesting.
It was the idea of something that was really haunting him. Khalil Gibran, who wrote the book The Prophet, the Lebanese, I don't know what you call him, a prophet, a living prophet, Khalil Gibran.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
sure. Yeah.
He said,
Spiritual book.
we speak when we fail to be at peace with our thoughts. And I think that most filmmakers are making the same movie over and over again, trying to understand existence, who they are, what are their fears and desires. And I think that Eyes Wide Shut is the big part of it is Stanley that he wasn't at peace with his thoughts, and he wasn't at peace with the fact that this woman that he loved and married and lived with his whole adult life could have fantasized about having sex with somebody else while he was.
So we can learn a lot about the director by watching the films. If you read between the lines, like Woody Allen, you're going like, how come the female lead's always 19?
Or younger.
Or younger, Manhattan.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never heard it that way before.
It is kind of creepy to go back and look at Allen's movies.
It is creepy a little bit.
Yeah.
And I'm a fan. I'm a fan of the movies.
They're funny. They're very
tough
funny.
for me to.
Yeah.
It's tough. I like the Cosby Show too.
Was that too dark and heavy for the?
No, that was beautiful.
No, I like that.
I mean, look. These are stories people have never heard before. Or inside
Dude, you're
scoops.
very articulate, well thought out, spiritual man. Vegetarian.
Thank you.
That If somebody asks you to
Not
describe
everybody gets it.
These two guys were a lot of fun.
They're a lot
we
of
had
fun,
a
man.
really.
I thought we were going to do 20 minutes, get guys in and out because we don't want to take your
He
time.
was actually saying we're going to do 20 minutes. We'll keep it about the movie, but we actually had a crazy time.
Well, you just kept going.
All our fans are going to check
cut
out
it
the
down to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, we'll cut it down. Yeah.
Just tell the AI. Just cut DB. Cut DB.
We'll make you look like a MAGA guy. We'll say everything that DB said off camera when you were peeing, retard. That's all getting in there, and we'll think of a wild, catchy name that like something.
Our fans, you guys, they're gonna love you guys. Go see the movie. Go see Protector. It's in theaters right now.
Yeah.
Make sure you go see all the films these guys have done over the years. Two legends came in. Thanks for gracing us with your presence. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, dude, I appreciate it. You guys doing anything else today, or is it just this on the press run?
You want to go to West Garden?
Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
What's West Garden?
West Garden
It's a loophole.
West Garden is what we call a loophole. West Garden is a massage parlor, and West Garden is something. I think West Garden is a place that if you went there and got a massage, I think you would omit certain things from your diary entry about that day.
And this is the sponsor of the podcast.
West Garden does now sponsor the podcast. Yes, you're all going to be leaving with a box, a little gift basket of oils. And but so DB, I'll get you that address to West Garden, and Matthew, I will see you in the temple.
The garden.
At the I'll see you at the. I'll see DB at the West Garden. I'll see you at Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank you very much. Thank you,
Guys, as always, patreon.com/History Hyenas. We have the most fun reading out the names of the newest members of the matriarchy. We would have done it in front of Matthew Modine and D.B. Sweeney, but D.B. Sweeney had to get to a Trump rally, and Matthew Modine had to go save children in Africa.
Yeah.
So they couldn't make it, but they were great, and I hope you guys enjoyed that episode. All right, so welcome to the Patreon, to the matriarchy, Harley Zeiss. Then we got Facing Mecca While I Take It in the South Bank. # solidarity.
Drexler.
Yeah, wow. I thought he was going to get on. No. That, you make the call.
Say it again.
Facing Mecca While I Take It in the South Bank. # solidarity.
If we take the you don't need the # solidarity. That's the thing. That's why it's Drexler.
All right,
almost.
But it is a very good name.
It's a very good name. Shout out to you.
Listen,
you just didn't need the # solidarity.
It's one of those things where every year around this time, March Madness, college time, a team that's on the bubble doesn't get in, and there's speculation about it, and there's a conversation about it. I would say this one's on the bubble. It didn't get in, and we can have a conversation about it in the comments.
And you just came up with a new one on the bubble.
On the bubble.
He's on the bubble,
and he didn't get in. He didn't get in.
in.
He's the last 4 out.
Yeah.
Then we got Carmine's Leaky Roof Repair Company, quietly employing catapult candidates since 1988.
Very good.
Very good. Then we got Live MF and Cerna, Brandon Tester, Chad Braun, UFC 326, Timmy No Breaks versus Renee Good live on Paramount Plus. Okay.
I don't even know what that.
All right. Oh, well, Timmy No Breaks is a comedian, and then Renee Good is the woman who was killed in Minneapolis.
Oh, no good.
Yeah, no good. Yeah,
bueno.
yep. Okay,
no
yeah.
bueno.
Ladder 14.
But the kid Timmy No Breaks is funny. Chrissy D and Yanni P slapped their. Hold on. Chrissy D and Yanni P slapped their PTO Third Reich dreams. Sorry, victim of a bad read.
Yeah.
Cheesehead monkey.
Okay. Kid, maybe he's a fan of the Packers.
Surprised ICE agent walked into Juan.
You gotta
Ladder 14.
put it on the list.
Put on the list. Okay.
I mean, it's just, what can you do?
So that's another bubble team that made it.
That's just I mean, I wouldn't even call that a bubble. I would call that just got on there.
Then we got sniffing squeak feet moves my meat.
Put him on the list.
Put him on the list. Yeah, he likes little feet.
Yeah, it's just
Nestor Matute, Mick Twisted, Chrissy the Hammer-Toed Shark. It's what it is, cuz. That's
Good
funny.
one. This is a good one.
Hammer-Toed.
Yeah, good one.
Hammerhead. Noah Johnson, Kirby, Matthew Oswald, Chrissy D, Yanni P, Put It In Me or On Me.
okay.
Colin Doherty, LG, Wayne Sean Sheehan, $3 Bob, not gay, but I like fat bitches. Okay. Chris Tudor, Mr. AZT, I have Cash App and I'm not black.
Chicken finger.
Chicken finger.
Chicken finger.
That is a
It's
rarity.
an award, and it's an award. Chicken finger is something.
Yeah.
It's a good one.
5 inches of snowfall expected, or as my Grinder profile would say, 8 inches. Okay.
Okay.
Muzzy Father Christmas, aka Sandal Claus.
You got
Wait,
to list
some
it. You got to
Santa
do.
Claus
We
is
got.
10.
Sometimes you got to do the right thing.
Yeah. DC, I think even Matthew Modine would approve
He
that.
might even put that one on.
DC 2000, Italian Squeak, aka Chicken Cucklet. Okay. Wilson X, Dr. Ouchie Meats, upgraded my subscription to know more about racism.
Ladder 14.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Take the coffee.
It's all jokes on that level. Everything's a joke.
But it is on the list.
Yeah, he's got to go on the list.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I would say probably a contender.
Contender.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to upgrade those tiers, folks.
Yeah.
Dario Golden Chica, Josh Roberts, Luis Moreno, Alac, Juan Mira, gang banged an 80s style porno called 16 Ham Candles.
That is 16 candles.
Saw O's Perlman, Now I Can't Find My Wallet.
Okay.
Some
That
shame.
happens. It's, yeah, what can you do?
Derek the Honduran.
Derek the Honduran, welcome.
One of Nick's boys.
Yeah.
Garrett Hawkins, Connor Durkin, Alp Caraboga, Grok Cuck. Like Jesus, Chris got the whole warts in his ass. I don't get it.
Dumb.
During February, I always think about what Jeffrey Dahmer did to those poor Leroys. Hashtag Black Lives in Battle. Okay.
He went for it.
Listening at work, now my glue has cemented the register closed. Okay.
Drexler. Funny.
Come on in, Eileen. Jesus
Christ.
Because come on, Eileen.
Ladder
This song,
14.
come on, Eileen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Disparage your family. I walked into one. Can't do that. Colonize my colon until the poops turn white.
Put him on the list.
Okay, there we go.
Get the
Wait,
catapult
yeah.
out.
It is. Yeah. Colonize my colon.
Yes.
And
Until the poops turn white.
Yeah.
I think we got what we call a contender.
then we got meat needle.
Meat needle.
You like that chicken
finger?
Okay. Then we got first comes love, then comes marriage. Why is there a Leroy in my baby carriage?
Put him on the list.
It's what it is.
Another contender.
Another contender. See what happens? You have to keep listening to the list, folks, because you never know when it's really going to heat up.
You don't know what's going to
Because now we don't know who's going to win.
No, we don't.
Not a squeak from the left. I vote to the right.
Okay.
Matt McCarthy. George Bush dodged my shoes. DJT fondled my shooter until I glued and said woo.
He went for it.
Okay. Jose Cruz. Pronouns are hey/babe. Call me Sal Volcanic Asshole. Okay. Alexander Sharp. John. Letting young Sheldon raise my daughters to be autistic lesbians so I don't have to throw hands with a real man.
List.
Inventive.
Yes.
Letting young Sheldon raise my daughters is also
I
10.
mean, yeah, and usually the long ones, there's no payoff. That was a big payoff.
Perry Smith, Lex Rated, Leroy's Medicaid Pirates Plan, Small Yeah. Small cocks outbreak in the black community after Asian man runs through carnival cruise. Okay. Deep throat cuckboat. Jason Hornsby. Emperor Skid Marcus Hamroidius.
Good one.
Building time machine to bankrupt Oscar Schindler. Okay.
Wei Song Xian.
Christ. He wants to go back and prevent him from saving a few.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Inventive walked into one.
Okay. The Andrew Huxtable. Orville made a Leroy red and back hurt popcorn.
Went for it.
Yep. Derek B. Mapusi Amanarak. Dylan Burrows Kerr. Aunt Jemima's court-appointed attorney.
Ladder 14.
Yeah.
What do I do with that?
I mean,
what do
Nick,
you do?
Nick would.
Nick, what do I do?
Nick said
Nick
to put it on.
goes
Yes. So
yeah.
Nick,
If
Matthew
Nick
Modine says to put it on. Yes. Eric Jespin, Adam Alberg, Gangbang.
Okay, all right.
Wei Song Xian.
Fucking Christ.
Sorry, Jesse. Cam, AJ Greenwald, Atten, Panaria Sakalamaru Misko, John, make her.
Jesus
one.
Christ.
Sorry, I told you I won't read those. Epstein's Roblox account.
Nick loved it.
Yeah, Nick liked it. Fucker. Epstein's Roblox account. They say he had one.
Ladder 14.
Okay, loud. Yeah.
Henny DeVito, Tristan Hogan, Jonathan Guzman, Andrew O.G., Shohei ate the bat, now something Wong. Okay.
Wei Song
Pretty
Xian.
good, but it's walked into one.
Walked into one, yep.
What can you do?
Sharp farts.
Chicken finger.
Abigail Spanberger eats ass. Like,
That's what she does.
yeah, I guess somebody's just calling out a friend. Fiddle faddle my roast beef saddle until I doggy paddle.
Fiddle faddle from the JFK's JFK's vitamins.
Yeah. Thomas Osborne, Big Candy, Maple Monkey, insulated my igloo with my own goo.
Very good.
Drake Peeler, Squeeze and Poop, Johnny, Chris Cal, and then last but not least, I ate my dog's ass while having a cold sore, and now he has anal herpes.
Okay.
Just a fact. Sorry.
I want to retroactively put the igloo as a Drexler because that needed a little bit more. That
Maple
was really
Monkey insulated my igloo with my own glue.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very good.
All right. So the list today.
Tough list.
We do have a tough list today. So we have the contenders so far. A surprised ICE agent walked into Juan. Sniffing squeak feet moves my meat. Muzzy Father Christmas, a.k.a. Sandal Claus. Upgraded my subscription to know more about racism. Colonize my colon until the poops turn white.
Okay. Yeah.
And then first comes love, then comes marriage. Why is there a Leroy in my baby carriage?
Okay.
So
Let's start from the beginning.
A surprised ICE agent walked into one.
We any other day you have been Drexlered, but it's not our fault. It's not your fault. It's just way
what happens. Sniffing squeak feet moves my meat.
Again, it's just
nothing we could do.
You've been Drexler. Drexler was a very good player.
Great Hall of Fame player.
Hall of Fame player.
Original Dream Team NBA 50 greatest, but he played in the era of Michael Jordan.
It's just what it is.
Muzzy Father Christmas, a.k.a. Sandal Claus.
Very good. We're going to chicken finger you.
Yeah.
It's how it goes.
Upgraded my subscription to know more about racism.
We're going to Drexler it. It could have won, but it got followed up by two biggies. We all know what's going on.
Colonize my colon until the poop turns white.
We got what we call a runoff.
Yep, and then we got first comes love, then comes marriage. Why is there a Leroy in my baby carriage? But then I also made a mistake. We also have Aunt Jemima's court-appointed attorney.
Yeah, we have that one.
Is that? Do you want to keep that in those three, or is Aunt Jemima's court-appointed attorney not gonna make it?
I think that's borderline walked.
Okay,
so it's more of a chicken finger.
And maybe and Sabrina the Hyena, we can put that in the walked into one awards at the end of the year.
That one can go into the walked into one awards.
So it is between first comes love, then comes marriage. Why is there a Leroy in my baby carriage?
Yeah,
and then colonize my colon until the poop turns white.
These are two very good ones. I'm leaning heavily towards one. I'm leaning heavily towards, but again, when we have these two, we got to do a vote.
Right.
But I'm leaning absolutely towards colonize till my poop turns white.
See, and I'm leaning towards Leroy in the baby carriage.
Wow. This is what it is. We got to do a vote off.
All right, so Jesse?
Okay, so I'm going with colonize my poop because it's gay and racist. So you got a double whammy.
It's a double whammy.
Okay, Nick?
I'm going to go with colonize because it's all true.
Hey,
3-1.
makes sense. And so congratulations, colonize my colon until the poop turns white. You are the winner. It's also, I think, if any of our gay fans out there, you could walk up to a guy at a bar tonight and say, I want you to colonize my colon.
It's a very funny thing.
Go to history.
Colonize my colon is a funny.
Until my poop turns white is a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Go to, thank you. As always, go to History Hyenas is back. .com. See your name up in lights. You are the PPW, the pseudo penis of the week. And we're going to continue over at patreon.com/historyhyenas.